Good morning, everybody. Today is September 30th, and we are out here garbage picking once again. Pulling up on this pile of this house that's for sale. And we got a little dog hanging from the basketball hoop there. I'm not really seeing anything extremely great looking. This just kind of looks like garbage. I was hoping for more, good household stuff. We do have these tables here. That one's got a glass top. I see the glass laying on the side there. We have this one here. It's not terrible. It's really bubbled in this particular spot, like it got wet. So we'll leave that one. And these glass top tables really don't normally sell unless they are a pair. And it probably matched that one, but we're gonna leave everything here. But I hope you guys join me on this adventure of finding what our neighbors throw out in the trash. Check what's in this trash can out. I was hoping that this is just a junk chair, only one of them. I was hoping that it'd be, a side table. I thought maybe these were some mid-century legs poking up out the top of this. This is actually the garbage for a church that's behind this house. It's just very hard to see because it is very early in the morning, but nothing there. But we're gonna get something. Looks like we got another pile going on at this house. Hopefully we get a little bit luckier than we did on that first one. This is an interesting rocking chair that we have here. Although it is missing a spindle there, unfortunately, so that's gonna be a no-go on that one. This end table set might be all right. Pull this one out and see how this condition is. Not bad. It's kind of ugly with the mirror on it, but the tops are not bad. So I think that these probably would sell. So assuming that once I take all this stuff off of this table, it's in good shape, we'll end up taking this pair. But let's just check out the Cards Against Humanity here. I mean, these probably could be worth something, I would think, on eBay. So we might take those too. I'm not gonna dig through their trash or anything like that, but we'll take the end tables and probably those card games out of this pile. This might be the day of end tables that match, but unfortunately for us on this one, that one's just missing a complete drawer. So, and these are pretty rough. One of these is not gonna sell for very much, so I'm gonna leave those. But I was really hoping, because if you ever find matching end tables in the trash, pick them up on Facebook Marketplace. They're like instant sellers. So that would have been a good find, but nevertheless, we move on. Gotta stop here and check this out. This is actually my grandmother's house. My grandmother passed. She doesn't live here anymore. So I was kind of curious what this cabinet was. It's something that they must have brought with when these people bought this house, because it's not anything that looks familiar to me. However, it would have been, I'm looking for, the first garbage pick from my grandmother's house, because it hasn't happened yet in the few years that these people have been living here. All right, so not much in that first town for us, but we are on to our next one. This is a much wealthier suburb of Chicago. We've been here before, and if anybody else hasn't seen any of my other videos, I've explained this in the past, but this town in particular requires stickers on all bulk, and I've noticed that kind of tends to make people not throw out as much. But we're gonna check out. Actually, I'm gonna back up so the lighting's better because I don't have my flashlight on this clip. But looks like we might have some workout equipment here. Let's check this out. This probably doesn't have a sticker on it because they probably hoping the scrap guy comes along and gets it. I think this is one of those inversion tables. Could be wrong. Yeah, I think so. We'll check this out. It's gonna be hard for me to open it up while on camera, but I'll check it out and get back to you. And there it is, all opened up. It's the Ab Lounge 2. I've sold these in the past, and they do tend to sell. Not very quickly. Takes the right buyer, but these do sell. This might be what I've been looking for this whole entire time. Kind of an ugly dresser. However, this dresser nonetheless, solid wood, vintage piece. So it's kind of on an angle, which I think is making the drawers a little bit harder to get open. But I think this is a nice kind of backup for you, so you can kind of see the whole thing. It's a nice piece. I think that the top probably could be redone and not laminated to give it this odd 70s style. But I think that should sell. I have a particular buyer in mind that I think would be able to do some real work on this. This is something that you don't see normally in this town. Like I said, with the sticker situation, I don't know if these people arranged a bulk pickup with the garbage collection company. We got a Bop It here. That's pretty neat. These usually sell pretty well on eBay, especially around Christmas time. So we'll take that for sure. Beatles binder, treasures of the Beatles. Let's see what else we got here. This stuff kind of looks like it got wet, unfortunately. Is that Link? Kind of looks like Link from Zelda. Let's see. No, I don't think so. It's just a off-brand guy. Doesn't have a Nintendo sticker on it. This couch is really stained up there. Heineken bottle. These are like a bunch of liquor bottles. None of them really look. I mean, there's actual liquor in there. It's kind of surprising that they would throw that out, you know, and not pour the alcohol out. What's this chocolate coins. Nothing really there. But we did get a Bop It after spending 2 minutes looking at all this stuff. So, all right, this I believe is going to be Sully from Monsters Inc. And unfortunately, the toes on it are a little ripped up, but I'm willing to bet, even though it's probably smells a little bad because of that chorizo that's sitting on top, I'm willing to bet that this is fairly valuable on the internet. This is probably from the original movie coming out, and it can be washed. I don't see any other tears other than in the toes down there, and I bet you that happens on most of them, so my competition selling it won't have much better condition than mine. So I bet that this is probably worth 40 or 50 bucks. Could be completely off, could be worth 10 or 15, but if you want to go look that up on the internet and tell me that I'm wrong in the comments, feel free. But I think it's cool, and if it isn't really worth much, I'll probably just keep it for my son after throwing it in the wash. Here is a couple of planters, and I was hoping that they would be in pretty good shape. These are kind of falling apart there. The wood's chipped. It's definitely a terrible time to have planters for sale. However, these box type wooden ones usually sell very well, but with it starting to pretty much rot away, I think that they're probably done, especially the time of the season. If it was April, maybe I'd be able to get 20 bucks out of these. Probably not in October. This is going to be one of our last stops of the day. Running out of streets to go down, but we do have this table, and it's in pretty good shape. I think it's honestly supposed to be worn like that, and it's solid, it's sturdy. This is the same house that a few months ago I got that really tall 30-foot ladder. that a lot of people were telling me might not have been garbage, but I never got any word on that. I'm sure it was garbage. I don't know why they would have it out on the curb, but nevertheless, of that story, this is a nice council table, definitely going to be thrown in the van.